Hi. To be able to access MECHA's user interface on your computer and MECHA must be connected to the same wireless network, and MECHA must be set in STA mode. Assuming your computer is already connected to a wireless network, you first need to use a smartphone to access the user interface. You know from another video that MECHA needs to be in AP mode, to be able to connect your smartphone to its network. So power on the lower MECHA, and when the top LEDs flash like a split light, press either 1, to set MECHA in AP mode, or 3, to set MECHA in AP+STA mode. We are going to press 3, because we need both AP and STA mode this time. Then power on the other MECHA, in case of MECHA Dual Axis Combo. On your smartphone, tap Settings icon, and make sure Wi-Fi is turned on. Then tap Wi-Fi. Tap the network that contains MECHA in its name to connect the smartphone to MECHA. Enter the password for MECHA's network, if necessary. The default password is 12345678. Now MECHA's user interface can be accessed on the smartphone's browser at 192.168.8.1. Click the Go button. Access the config page. If you are prompted for a username and password, the default ones are admin and MECHA with a capital M. And tap the Connect to Wi-Fi button. There is a similar button on the row page. Select the name of the Wi-Fi network you want to connect to. Tap the Connect button. And make sure you enter the correct password. Then tap the OK button. And confirm page reload. If you know that the targeted Wi-Fi is not in range, or you want to cancel for some reasons, press the power button. Otherwise, wait for the page to reload. Next time you need to connect to this network, for example, if MECHA is in AP mode, you can use the stored password. Let's go back to the config page using the browser's back button, and find the IP address you need to access the user interface on your computer. Refresh the page, and note the static IP address, and next to it, the dynamic IP address. In our example, it is 192.168.2.103. The dynamic IP address is displayed here only when MECHA is in STA or AP+STA mode. To simplify accessing the user interface, you can set the AP+STA mode as default. Also, set the dynamic IP as static. Enter the dynamic IP address in the static IP field. Then tap the Apply button. You should hear a beep if the beeps are not turned off. So next time you need to access the user interface on your computer, just power on MECHA as usual and enter the IP in the browser address bar. Press the Enter key to access the user interface. Access the config page as usual. The default username and password are admin and MECHA with a capital M. Notice the AP+STA mode is set as default, and the dynamic IP is set as static. Let's access the row page. Select a preset from the list of presets, and load it with the Load button, and so on. Thank you for watching.